Uh, Computer graphics project for Shubham Kumar, student number 2333451 in The theme of the project is an apocalyptic world for Dublin. For my project, the scene is that this Dublin is underwater now because of the rising sea level, and people don't live in the ground anymore. So, for Dublin, the taste of Dublin, I've taken Malahide Castle as my model to show that it's Dublin. There are three models. One is this multi-mesh model of Malahide Castle, which has bush and everything. I have a plane that, as you can see, it's just flying above, and I have a sea wave model that I'm using. These all can be seen in the logs. I have castle model which has 12 meshes, and these 12 texture files. I have a plain model which has this plain texture file. I have the C model which didn't have any texture file by default, so I picked it up from internet, another uh, texture file. For camera controls, I can move forward, I can move backward, I can look to left and right and up and down. Um, These are my camera controls. I can move around the scene with it. For animation, there are two types of animation. One is hierarchical, and the other is without moving. So for hierarchical, these planes are following each other. So every plane is following the previous plane. They are kind of revolving around each other. It's like I took it from solar system where moon revolves around Earth and Earth revolves around sun. If we move, like if we zoom out, we would see that there are 10 planes, and they are moving around the scene. They're revolving around actually Malahide Castle somehow, and they're forming these nice patterns because they're just revolving around each other, and evidently they're following the 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 plane that is being followed by the previous one, and the first plane is actually following Malahide Castle. Um, for Phong illumination model, I have implemented two light source. One is in this direction, and the other is in that direction. Yeah. So you can see that there are different levels of shininess, and in the ocean, you don't see that in Malahide Castle much because the values that I got from there was not satisfactory. So I tried updating those models, but that kind of corrupted the model. So I just reverted back to the original model. Um, for ocean model also, there was no particular value, but what I did was for shininess, I adjusted the values, and I kept double the value that it already had. The two light sources are also following attenuation, not two of them, actually one of them. That's why you see the difference in the shininess at these points. Like there are different levels of shininess because they're that far from the sun, light source. As an advanced feature, I have implemented waves. So these waves that you see, it has not come from the model. As you can see that there was no bone in it. So what I did was, for each vertex, I calculated the wave function, which was what r into cos kx minus delta t, 1 minus r cos kx plus delta t, plus omega t. Uh, and I did it for all the axis x, y, and z, so that I see the waves in all the direction. Uh, this is a simple implementation of wave. Doesn't require too much of mathematics. The other way of doing it is Fourier transformation, which gives us much more random waves than these repeating waves. But to keep it simple, I have implemented it in the physical wave function. Uh, uh, this as a future work, I can do bone animation as my personal project, a skeletal animation, and probably a Fourier transformation on the waves. That's it for the presentation. Thank you.